Okay, so I have both sides done right here with this part. And it, you know, it doesn't have to be too even because we will put the rosette over it. But right now what we're going to work on are the tool, is the tool part. And what I did with that, now we're going to use our hot glue basically for the rest of this. So the first part of this part was all done with our Tombow glue. So now we need our tool. And basically I just cut a 10-inch piece the long way. See how it's scalloped? And then what we're going to do is now cut it in half. Just down the middle. It doesn't have to be perfect. I actually have some glue stuck on there. So I just cut it right down the middle. And what I'm going to do is, see, that's not even straight, but it doesn't matter for my purposes. And then basically you just need like a 2-inch piece. This whole side will be done for the one side, and then this piece will be for the other side. So we need to get 5 pieces out of this. It really doesn't matter. We can cut it, I know, just basically like a 2-inch piece, that size. 1, 2, 3, and see how there's really no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. Alright, actually I'll do the other 5 pieces too, so we'll be all ready with our glue gun to get going. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alright. Now this part is really simple. Just watch your fingers. I have glue all over them and they're kind of a little burnt. See how it's a little scalloped? That's the edge I want facing out this way. And basically I'm just going to like gather the ends like that. And you want something like this. Or I do anyways. I like how it kind of fills the gap here. If you made this part tighter and twisted, it could be a little bit less gathered. It's up to you what you like. So you're just going to take your hot glue gun. I'm just going to dab it right in the middle. I don't think too much. I don't think it was working as well. And then what I used is my stylus, and I just use it to hold down. I got glue everywhere. I got way too much glue now that popped out of my glue gun, so it's going to be a little stringy. And I'm just holding it down with my stylus. Just kind of giving a little poke, but be careful that it will, if it gets stuck too long there, it's going to pull up your tool. And I always try and make sure I clean it off, because you don't want to have this all gooky, because it will not run through your scoring, you know, our scoring, whatever it's called. Our scorer. I should just call it our scorer, since I can't remember the name. But I can post it. So there, we're just going to go around, and that one's good. That's a little bit less glue that I needed. And that's all I did. I just gathered the end, and I left that little scallop piece facing outward. And just be careful, obviously, with your fingers. Since I already glued myself, I'm giving, burned myself, I'm giving you that caution. Alright, so I'm going to shut off my camera. This is just, you're going to do this all the way around. Just kind of keep poking at it. Make sure it's stuck there. Okay, alright, I'll see you soon. Okay, so I put all my tool on, and I just hot glued it, and that's where you should be right at the moment. And now, instead, since I got my hot glue out and it's still kind of wet in the middle, I'm going to go ahead and do my rosette. Now, you can do these one or two ways. I have the rosette die that you can, it makes this automatically. Or, and what I did was I cut it, I took a 12-inch piece of designer paper, which, let me show you the paper I used. This is the new one of Good Cheer, I think it's called. Love this paper. So this is actually what I use. This is the other side of it. Okay. This is in the main catalog if you're interested in that. The one on the front cover that they used for the big ornament, I don't have. But I still just used this, and it looks perfectly fine. Okay, so what I did, I have the rosette die, so I just put it run it through my machine, it automatically scored for me. This is 1 inch by 12 inches. Actually, this is the size you really want showing. And then if you don't have this, simple way, just do 1.5 by the 12 inches. You can take any of your edge punches and punch it along the edge. Give it a different look. It does not have to be pointed. It could be scalloped. It could be flowered. Whatever you want. Some Victorian edges out there are very nice. And I just noticed when I folded this that it's not really a smooth edge here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my heat gun, and this is a cool little thing. You're going to run your heat gun here, and then you're going to squeeze tight. Whoops. And then all I'm going to do is just hold it down right here on my silicone mat until it cools. So, you know, you're going to have to watch my hand right now for a couple seconds. So I want to make sure. And actually, you're going to need 2 of these, so I'm just going to do both of them right now. And then, okay, it's still a little gooey. I'm just going to give it another second. I actually don't even need to hold it there. So that one's done. Here's my second one, ready to go. So we can get that going. Squeeze it tight so you can get a double view of this. I'm just going to hold it down. Sorry, you have to look at the back of my hand, but I want to have it straight flat onto my silicone mat. And count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess you should probably count to about 10. Depends how much glue you put on, obviously. There you go. Now, this makes it easy to fan. You can just fan it right out. Alright, I'm just going to add a little bit of glue here so I can attach my rosettes. And just go like this. I'm just going to squeeze them all at the moment so I can get both sides done. I don't really care what my back side looks like. But I do want it to remain closed. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Very, very quick. My only problem is I hate taking out my glue gun. It's messy. Okay, so let's just do the same thing with this. But once I have it out, I'll glue anything down. Why not, right? This stuff is fabulous. You can also take sticky strip. If you don't have the glue gun, you can do sticky strip. You can glue this onto another circle. That's how I used to make them. But now that we have this mat, and actually the glue gun saves you a whole step, and it's 1, 2, 3 done quick. Okay, so those rosettes are done. So we'll bring back in our piece, and all I'm going to do is add some glue. Add some glue here. You're going to have to hold it. Now mind you, I didn't do my back side yet. I'm just trying to show you this piece. And I'm just going to hold it here. Like so. Now I'm just going to do the same on my back with my tool and then with the rosette. So I'm going to go off, let this dry for a couple minutes. I do want to make sure this is held on really good. And then we'll come back and we'll finish up the decorative piece here with the glitter and then your hanger. See you soon. Okay, so I'm back. I did both sides. Here we go for that. Now let's do our centerpiece. And what I used was the silver glitter paper, and I'm just going to use my glue gun again. Put that right on. Right in the center. Hold that down. Ooh, it gets hot. Hold it down for a minute. You can do this on both sides, whatever works for you, whatever order. I'm just trying to wait for it to kind of dry. And then what I did, this is also in the same ornament set. It's right here. And I stamped it in the Raspberry Ripple again. But what I did, the silver glitter paper I cut out with the 1-inch punch. And then this is the 3/4 inch one. And I'm just going to center it as best I can. You're going to need 2 of these. Whoops. One for front and back. Okay. And I actually just glued this on too with the glue gun. because I have to tell you, when you stick with the glitter paper, you have to use sticky strip anyways. It will not stick or stay stuck. It will stick. It will stick with your tape runner for a little bit, and then it falls right off. So I found that I use sticky strip with this, but since I have the glue gun out, I'm just going to use it right on there like that. And then you're just going to add your I use the bigger one, the biggest one on here. I'm just going to stick that right in the middle, like so. There you go. And then pick whatever best side you want. I actually liked my piece. I used the 1/8 ribbon. I liked it here. You could try it here, see what, you know, and just poke a hole using your copper dial with the smallest hole setting. I don't know, I just thought this looked better hanging this way than hanging with this on the top. But you guys decide, that's up to you. And I'm just going to go back and just do the back side, and then I'm done. I'm just going to clip it with my crocodile, and then you get this, and it's all done. So thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, we're going to come back in, and I'll show you this again. We're going to come back in tomorrow, and I will show you how to do this one on the front cover of the magazine. And this one's really cool too, and it's really nice. These are pretty big. You know, maybe let me get a ruler for you so we can kind of give you an idea. And I'm going to make some smaller one too. I just want to have like maybe a little bit of a series here on ornaments and tags that we can do with this. But this looks like from there to there is about 5.5 inches wide, and you know, probably about 5 inches if you did it right, 5.5 inches downward. And then this one is maybe more closer to the 6. And it's hard because it depends where these are. But this one's thicker, okay? And I was going to save this for tomorrow, but I'll actually show you. What I did on the back side, I did the same format as this one. I just kept the same bead. I didn't want to do both sides like this because, well, two reasons. I thought it'd be really, really thick. If you look at the thickness, look at this side. It's probably a little over 1 inch thick, probably 1.25 inches thick. And this side wasn't. I thought it would be a really thick ornament. You know, do both sides if you want. This is a lot more work, though, I have to tell you. And if you have to do it twice. Then my other thought was, hey, what if it turns on the tree? Who cares what side you're looking at? Each side is pretty. Gives you a different look on which side you want the ornament. So there's 2 reasons why I did it this way. You choose. You know, it's up to you. You can do, now this one we did both the same, but this is a little less intricate. This is going to be a little bit more work. So if you want to double up your work, you don't want to make a whole bunch, just one, I say go for it and do both sides. I think it will look very, very pretty. So thanks again for joining me, and check back tomorrow for this one coming up. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.